you're about to receive the attack. They want to see, is Shanghai moving in main, or are they going high ground, or are they going alley, for example? Or, you know, they could go IT as well. They want to scout the comp. And yeah, Vancouver, they're going to rotate to high ground, meet them, push them off, and engage into them. We can have some sound. So yeah, pushing up a tiny bit just to see, are they moving up or not, basically, because if you are Vancouver right now, all of your supports, they're ready to push in. For example, Lucius ready, Brig is ready, Zen is ready, and the Reinhardt, he moves up just because he can swing. And normally this doesn't happen in OWL. So already we can see how comfortable Bumper is. And he does this for energy to the Zarya. Notice this as well. He always stands still when he goes for the energy. So he pushes up and he stands still. It's like he's frozen. And he's gonna do this all over again. So now they scout. And this is pretty big. I'm not sure if you guys know what's happening here. So Bumper, he decides, okay, let's push. And they push because everyone else is on the edge here. So if you can single out the enemy Reinhardt, he's gonna die. And the goal now, it's to have your Zen up here safely. If the Zen can't play up there, he's gonna rotate behind Reinhardt. And what Bumper wants to do now is to just stay alive. Obviously he wants to farm some shatter, but can't really go for 2 swings in a row. He can go for 1 swing, then shield. 1 swing, shield. Really important that he doesn't get discorded. So just take a look at how he stays alive here. And then Twilight behind him. Just making sure that Twilight doesn't die as well. Bumper might die. But just see like how disciplined he is on not taking damage as much as possible. Sure, he dies, but they clean up. Next timestamp is at 25:13. Achilleo's getting a bit hyped up there. So what happens here is he's gonna try to get shatter, and then they will try to coordinate like a Zarya bubble. There's a grab flying here, by the way. But they will try to coordinate the shatter, for example. And yeah, use Diva Bomb, etc. But this is really ballsy by him to hold up here, because if the Lucio is off with the speed boost, he's gonna get soloed. If the Zarya is off with the bubbles, he's gonna get solo killed. So he's can be this aggro and build the shatter, you know, before Gamsu gets his shatter, and when with ult economy. Wait, was that a grab, by the way? Before? No, never mind. I have no idea if it was a grab. It looked like a grab. So I mentioned the Diva Bomb. The rally gets moved forward. Then they speed forward with the Diva Bomb as well. And because of the positioning that Shanghai has right here, they can't get cover until the corner right here. There's the car as well. And the bomb lands over here, a tiny bit further up maybe. And what Bumper does is he's just like baiting in. Just want to see it once more. So to Shanghai, this looks like they want to shatter. It doesn't look like they want to speed bomb. And that's more like, you know, it's Jano doing a great job with Slime, but Bumper also baits in people. And then he gets a kill here. Third timestamp. 25:57. Right here. Next push. He's building energy for the Zarya. Then he's baiting a 5-strike. Well, you know, he tries to bait a 5-strike in case he can get a shatter. But they try to use shatter plus speed. He gets stunned though. But just watch like how comfortable he is with speed shatter. Shanghai used the speed. They use speed. Unfortunately gets stunned. And then he dies, yeah. Still. No, he doesn't die. My bad. This is not anything special. I just want to see how it plays out here. Let's see. Fourth push from Shanghai. 26:57. What happens here? He gets shatter again. 1 second. 54. So he has shatter. Then he gets let's see. He shatters. And now he goes for a speed shatter because of how slow Shanghai is. So he's basically outpacing Gamsu. Or just looking at the pace of Gamsu and deciding, okay, they're playing pretty slow. Gamsu just use shatter. I can use my shatter, and then we can try to snowball even harder.
Bumper's got another shatter, by the way. Yes. Built that one up, pushes right into their face. Another ultimate just knocks them all right.
Okay, so watch this.
Chances there was a lot of time left in the bank, not so much anymore here. It's gonna have to be a
speed comes out.
Push to that grab.
Bumper's got another shatter, by the way.
Yes.
Built that one
And there's nothing you can do against that. Well, you can. You can shield, you can stun, you can bubble. But Shanghai are not ready for it.
Another ultimate just knocks them.
And this is just aggression on a different level. You can clearly see that they are comfortable with the speed shatter, for example, bubbles, etc. Then for fifth push, 27:47. Right here. Zarya is very far up. Bumper is supporting and being ready with a speed engage. Gamsu dies, and then Bumper gets stuck in a grab, but he builds another shatter and then shatters on Dragon's backline.
In Twilight pops the transcendence to keep he and Bumper safe. The rest of Shanghai in onto the point, trying to get this one moving with the shatter. Is
A bit too far up. So let's see the fight.
Goodbye.
This is the fight after.
Gained 54.9. Shanghai Dragons, it's desperation time now. An opening pick would be huge.
And they're holding far up just because it's easier to deny the space from Shanghai, because they can't set up shatter, they don't have grab, they don't really have Zenot, they don't, you know, they need time, and it's only 16 seconds left.
And they set up the grab. Can Geggery take this one away? Comes.
I have no idea how Gamsu dies, but for example, Xiaominsu, he's far up. However, he's far up and not too greedy because of Bumper's positioning here. And Bumper can shield everyone else and just is ready to engage here.
An opening pick would be huge.
So it's not like anything big, it's just like backing up, enabling the other teammates in this setup.
And they set up the grab. Can Geggery take this one away? Kamsu, he's just gonna die. Xiaominsu doesn't even use the ultimate.
And now, you know, you just try to clean up the fight, build a new shatter.
Bubble is there from DM, keeps himself safe. Graviton surge.
And yeah, they win. Then if you go for the attack, 31, let's see, 31 blank. Let's go for 31, 35, 49, 44, okay. So what's gonna happen here is they're gonna walk upstairs, they're gonna try to bait Shanghai into walking closer to them, and then they're gonna out-rotate them.
3-3 team in the league, it's a bold statement here, but already in their first series of Overwatch League, I think it's kind of holding up at this point. High ground control here.
This is a normal setup by Shanghai. Getting some energy.
Building up that energy quite nicely. Looks like Vancouver Titans gonna be moving up onto the high.
This is the bait. This is the bait. It looks like they're about to walk in and engage.
Ground and try to match them.
You know, you try to transition. No. You try to get your Zen across. That's what it looks like. But watch here.
They're gonna have to jump off here.
We'll just go ahead. Work their way
Speed.
back down.
Roll around. You get the corner, and now you hold the corner. That's all you need to do. So he's just outplaying with fundamentals here.
Around the back.
Punishing Shanghai, getting, you know, they take the bait, and they are slow on the rotation, and now they try to basically break a choke. Here, the car and the wall. This is basically a choke in between here.
Side of the point. Start inching their way forward. Oxalt moving forward, looking for that side. He's gonna get tagged up down below half HP.
And all he's doing is staying alive. Just staying alive and holding the space. And that's all you need to do as Reinhardt sometimes. You don't need to do the greedy plays or like sick plays. But to me, like this sticks out a tiny bit because it feels like everyone in the team has a role, especially Bumper here. He's enabling everyone basically. I'm not sure if he's the one calling the rotation, because later on Dorado, you can see that he's not the target caller or the engage caller at all. He's just following up. So yeah, I think this was pretty good by Vancouver. If we go to Anubis, that's at 40-44. This is a pretty awkward setup in my opinion, because if you're playing Reinhardt and you're not facing Reinhardt, then all you can do is basically fight on the platform, fight underneath the platform, or fight on point, etc. It's kind of like, what do you do against dive, for example, anti-goats, etc. There's not much you can... Well, dive is gonna die, but I think they're setting up here with normal goats just because they expect Shanghai to not play a dive. And what happens here is they punish misplay by Shanghai. Shanghai is gonna try to walk up. Gamsu's gonna go nuts with his hammer, but he gets stunned. And Bumper, he just baits the enemies into walking onto him. And they expect him to swing sometime, but he doesn't swing.
Coming down, just gonna be that left side.
And he can, like, it's like he toggles this defensive, passive, no, defensive, aggressive mode.
Bubbles out, just trying to farm some energy over to Salminsu.
TM leading the charge, trying to get that energy.
Ooh, he's right click, starting to do a lot
This is when Shanghai get greedy.
of damage here, but now
They speed in. Bumper is bubbled, and they expect him to swing, right? Because who wouldn't want to swing into potentially 5 people here? 4 in this case. Get some ult charge. However, he doesn't need ult charge. Not yet.
they're pushing out.
And just check the positioning. Haxal to the side here. Diva to the side. Only Bumper alone here. Kite's back.
Against the Titans, DM going lower and lower. Gamsu gonna be stunned. They burn him down. Slime
And he's just blocking all the damage. Blocking heals, etc.
comes up with the kill. Now DM gonna be gone. Twilight again getting himself a double kill. Has been fragging out of control on this Zenyatta.
I don't think you would see any other Reinhardt in the league do this. Right now, I mean, like, you know, play safe and absolutely not swing.
But instead, currently on the Zarya's here, so unfortunately,
Second push, 41-39, coming right up. He's farming Shatter in 2 swings, I think. But this is when he flips on the aggressive mode. He farms Shatter, shatters as Dragons is pushing, and he's basically resetting the ult economy because he's gonna get Shatter while Gamsu doesn't have any ult charge at all. He's not gonna gain that much, and they basically remove 2.5 minutes.
massive lead here for the Vancouver.
Or 1.5 minutes. Just watch this.
And Shanghai just has to slowly approach. They can't do this again, and
He's always standing still as well
or Vancouver's gonna be walking away with
for the energy.
6 minutes.
Their way forward,
That's a
trying
fat
right
chat. Like, that's a fat swing. Like 6 people swing. Then Shatter.
Look at all the damage coming down.
And perfect bubble as well.
Bumper's got the shatter ready to go. Comes to the the first one to be dropped now. Youngjin gone. And this will just be cleanup time now.
As Shanghai, you would never expect this if you were thinking about what happened last fight. Well, okay, Bumper, he held shield, so we will just speed through Mini, allow him to get 12 swings, basically 12 swing hits, and shatter everyone. And this is, yeah, nothing flashy, absolutely not flashy. It's just good fundamentals. 42-21, coming right up as well. He tries to coordinate a shatter plus bomb while stuck in a grab. And this is a great on-the-fly coordination. But he's a bit slow on the stun because of a bubble. And I think he factored in the bubble and tried to go for the, perfect timing. So Shanghai, they're gonna push in, they're gonna grab. And bomb comes out soon. Now. And if we slow this down, mute it. Gamsu, he's holding shield, but then he's also bubbled. I know it's pretty hard to see here. I think he's bubbled, because you can see the Zarya bubble here. Gets stunned, but not the bomb doesn't go off because it's a bit early. It would have been a sick play, but yeah, I think this is a good try. Then that's for first point. They're gonna lose first point after this. So first push on second point, 43-14, 41. Now watch the positioning of Bumper. He has really good positioning all the time. He's like always safe.
Again, after the respawn, and the Titans try to do what they could to burn through the time bank. They bring it down to 5 minutes. They've got nice ults here, but still, first time Shanghai's got momentum in 2 minutes.
So normally you would hold, not normally, but just watch the distance between him and the pillar and how he rotates around the pillar and back. And factor in that DM is close to the grab. He wants to get grabbed on the other side of the pillar, but also be ready to fight on the inside of the pillar.
Maps here.
Just fixing quality. Okay, it's fine.
Nearly another grab for DM. Can he recreate that play on A? Here to go ahead and finish.
He's baiting them into walking in, basically. He's baiting them into walking more to the right, so that Xiuminsu can grab. Because Shanghai has no ability to grab right now, while Xiuminsu can grab.
Very healthy time bank. Grabs in onto the pillar, locking him up, but he can't really.
And it's a really weird grab.
Because there's an opposing grab coming out, and Bumper will be able to take down Gamsu right up into that front line. Now Luffy gonna fall. Clean up again for the side of the Titans as they just chase Shanghai back.
I think this is perfect positioning. Perfect positioning by Bumper and the Xiuminsu. Second push by Shanghai, 44-51. Goes for flank shatter. Before this positioning. Okay. So he wants to set up on a flank here. Twilight just brags out, and Bumper is thinking, man, my positioning, dude. Ruining my MVP. MVP highlight. And no one's, well, he gets seen. And see what he does here. Now this is normal, like, he's just mind gaming. He walks forward. He watches like health bars and stuff. He sees that he's noticed. So he puts up the shield, walk backwards, make sure that it's seen that he walks backwards, drop the shield and walk forward. And goes for the hide. No one would do this in HWL, you know. So it's really ballsy. But okay, I'm not gonna pause here. This is really ballsy, but it's because of the ult economy. So yeah, this guy, he's insane. And he's thinking in 4 dimensions, basically. He's thinking Okay, we want to hold close because they have support ults, they have Diva Bomb, they have Rally, and they have Shatter. Now, if you want to farm ult, for example, Grav, you want to farm Bomb, etc., this is perfect because you force the enemies to use ults here. Even if you miss the Shatter, you can shield, you can try to pin, you can engage, etc. And dying here does not matter for Vancouver because they will respawn before Shanghai can cap the point. And then they come back with ults and just coordinate a push and win. Or cap the, turn the point. So this is just how you like, just really, really good mind games. Third push by Shanghai. 45, 43. They're pushing dark side again. He's holding the choke and not opening at all for Shanghai to grab. And this is how they make them, how they punish the same mistake that Shanghai did.
And the grab.
And this is, it feels like it's a set play, right?
DM only halfway there. This pillar's been quite friendly to the Titans. Might just be the placement again. No, actually.
And because of the positioning from Bumper, they get this good grab. Because you can't do anything. Like, as Shanghai, there's no way you can... If you think about the sightline, you have this sightline. There's nothing you can grab right here, right? So naturally, you need to push to the right side so that you can see all the way onto point and grab something inside this area.
Straight into the front, locking him down, bomb thrown in, pin comes out, not going to be able to find any kills yet. Now it's going to be the Transcendence after
Yeah.
two.
What happens, after that's not the big point, it's just before that. Really nice. Shanghai, they kept the point. Anyways, on attack here, only got one most timestamp for Anubis. 50-55. This is when they walk up to the Torb comp. I think Goats beats any Orisa comp. And that's because you have too much HP, you can't really snipe anything. Torb, on the other hand, he can snowball with the turret and also just melt everything with the lava. So that's the win condition. So let's check the comp. Walk back, recharge, cross, and then go for the Russian Orisa. It's nothing special.
Start pushing their way around. DM going to be grappling over to the side. Has a very nice angle right down this doorway.
Waiting for shield, speeding, and rushing the Orisa.
Right now, outside of Twilight, and as you can see, he's unsuccessful.
Yeah, pushing forward straight through the barrier. Now not going to have that great of an angle. Turret going to be the first thing to fall. Bumper still playing far forward, but the armor pack helps keep him alive.
Sure, Bumper dies. Bumper dies, but everyone else just kills. And that's Bumper. I think he's very defensive when it comes to. He's not defensive, but if they are equal or at a disadvantage in ult economy, he's very strict. And there's sometimes where he's ballsy with like the shatter, flank shatter. But yeah, I think this is mainly like this is fundamentals for every Reinhardt. It's not special, it's just very good base. And it's very clear like how Shanghai get outplayed, but in my opinion a lot of teams in OW lack these fundamentals. 105, that's for Dorado. Now if you go to his Winston, it's not as fluid. The strat is, they want to contest cart, jump up and down with Winston and Diva, but Shanghai, they play Widow and Pharah, so Bumper, he needs to go for the Widow, ends up going too far and just dies. Just to show like a big difference in how he plays compared to Reinhardt, because on Reinhardt he's a lot more clean.
Gets a couple nice hits here onto Bumper. See Slime dropping, pushing right up onto the cart. Actually, are the
This is the moment Bumper knew he messed up. He can go for the kill, I think he's expecting his team to follow up here. Like the D.Va, I think everyone is supposed to follow up here in Vancouver. So I'm not sure if it's miscommunication or just him making a mistake, but I think it's him overextending. Next push on second point by Shanghai. Watch the focus. 107, 10 seconds. Yeah, here. So watch the focus. He's gonna go defaulting on Mercy or slash backline slash Mercy, and then from nowhere he's gonna jump on a Zen that's 1 HP that he has not seen. He knows the location and he knows the target and exactly where the target is. Then he goes for Widow, goes for a checklist like the Widow spots, finds the Widow, perfect location, ignores a Winston and jumps off the Widow. Just full focus on the Widow. And in this, like this tells me that Bumper is not the one making the calls at all. And it might just be that Vancouver has this like comm structure where the Winston is more like feeding information or like reacting to information. So it's coming up. He's gonna go for the Mercy. And watch the Zen. Now watch the Widow. He checks Widow spot. Basically park. No Widow here inside. That means Widow's on the outside. And there she is. She hooks away. Gam's just like, notice me, man. And I just love this focus. No distractions. He dies to the Zen, but that's whatever. I just want to highlight that there's zero distractions for this guy. Would you say that Bumper is really outstanding as a main tank, for now at least? I would say yeah. I don't think he's a star player right, like main tank. Because I think you have much stronger, like, how do you say, not stronger, but you have like these Reinhardt that can pop off. And they make the decisions themselves, you know, calling, etc. Bumper doesn't. But I think he has really solid, like 100% solid fundamentals. Like you can't find any issue. You can find some issues in the fundamentals, but I think he's just too good in comparison to the rest of the league. Next push on Dorado. He's gonna chase Widow. He's gonna find Sombra, and then gets both plus a Zen with a Primal. Now this is the, how do you say, pop-off trait. Not trait, but scenario. Gets headshot. I think the bubble is way too late, but it's a reactive bubble.
Transcendence used by Twilight just to get that Winston top back up. Ganu does manage to find Gamsu, however. Not all at a loss. Drop down.
Just want to show you guys. 20 HP.
Not all at a loss.
24 HP.
Drop down, looking for the finish here on a Bumper. Can't quite find it. Now the Primal Rage is going to be coming through. Get himself a double. Both damage dealers taken out of the fight by Bumper.
Gets the Zen as well. And the D.Va loses mech. He does a lot of work here. And he's so close to dying as well. That 24 HP primal press, that's just reactions. 100% muscle memory. Just knows this is the timing for the primal. Then we have one last timestamp. This went a lot quicker than I expected, but one last timestamp, and it's at the attack. Just want to show you guys how they coordinate the attack. 1:14:09. Let's go a tiny bit further back, see how they set up. He's gonna be waiting for the engage call, and you can clearly see that he's waiting for location and action, I guess, you know, jump or walk up, etc. And I get, like, the gut feeling I get right now is it feels like it's set place, 100% set place. And I'm gonna take a look here, quick look on my spreadsheet. We don't have top down. If I had top down map, I would show you guys as well, but I don't.
DM gonna have a hard time again dealing with Haxal's Genji here. Starting to look more and more comfortable on this hero.
He's aiming like it. He's basically aiming for like throwing a smoke in CS:GO, you know, like a set smoke. But this time it's a set jump. He's just waiting, doesn't look. He knows exactly where enemies are just based on how the scouting is done by everyone else.
Here comes the dash through.
Yep, deflection gonna be up. Drops back down as Gamsu goes forward. So far, no one really taking that much meaningful damage. As I say it, though, Bumper, headshot.
It looks really weird, right? Really weird. But this is so if you would be competing against Bumper, and let's say that it's week 3, week 4, who knows? You have all these past matches you can look at, and you can make like a library of his behavior, if that makes sense. His behaviors. And you can start to analyze and make find differences in basically what's on the fly and what's set. Because if you find out what's set, you can try to build counters for it. And you just need to see their positioning, you need to see their body language.
Come through from DM.
I don't think Shanghai were ready for Vancouver at all, though.
But again, not getting kills, just giving ult charge over to the supports. You can see Slime already 73%
Yeah,
towards that
the thing.
Valkyrie.
If you can't get the kills, it just simply doesn't.
Let's say that you're playing Winston here. You have no idea what's on the other side of this wall, right? There's no way of knowing unless someone tells you. So this shows how well he coordinates with everyone else.
Already 73%.
He's gonna end up dying, but yeah.
If you can't get the kills, it just simply doesn't matter.
Okay, well there's gonna be one really. John gonna get popped out of the back now. Bumper takes.
Was a pretty long leap. Unfortunately, they lost the mech, and yeah.
Down. Front line dismantled.
So yeah, this was. It wasn't. How to say it? It wasn't very deep, I guess. More than, you know, just analyzing the clips of the most recent match they had. But I really wanted to look into Bumper and show you guys basically what strong fundamentals looks like. Because people would think, okay, Bumper is insane on Reinhardt. He's just better than Fisher. He's better than OG. He's better than Rio. But that's not necessarily the case. And like, he's really strong. And I'm gonna go back into Bumper maybe in week 3, week 4, who knows. But yeah, this is Bumper. Hope you guys like him. I'm gonna follow Titans just because I really like this coordination from Titan, and they will win a lot of GOATS matchups just because of this. They might struggle more with Dive, just because Dive is more about individual skill rather than coordination.